So in previous videos, you heard my brother Chris talk about the first two pieces of our life mastery code. And these first two pieces are truth and honesty. The next piece to this code is focus. If we look back at the other two pieces, the truth is like, okay, what's the factual information? What is my life? What's going on in my life? What's going on in my body? What's going on in my relationships? The next piece is honesty. How do I feel about those? How do I feel about what's going on? Am I okay with it, right? How I feel about it is directly related to my focus. So if my life isn't where I want it to be, but I'm telling myself the lie of, oh, it's okay, it's good, I'll just let it be what it is. My focus is, it's good, I'll just let it be what it is, and everything stays the same. Right? If my focus is on the negative, which tends to happen, right? We get focused on the things we can't control. We get focused on what we don't have. We get focused on the past. That creates an emotional experience. Emotion drives behavior, guys. Emotion drives behavior. So if I'm focused on those things, my behavior, where I'm propelling myself is deteriorated. I create the same stuff in my life over and over and over again. So what we're saying with focus is, let's get real about where we want to be. Let's get real about so if I want to change my body, let me get real about what change I want to have in my body. Do I want to lose these extra pounds, or do I want to gain this extra muscle, or do I want to create more energy, more vibrancy, more vitality in my life? And then what do I need to do to get to that goal? Right? So that's my focus. My focus is, I want to wake up in the morning and be on fire. I want to wake up in the morning and have so much energy that I can barely control it, that I don't need a pot of coffee to get me going. Right? I want to lose 30 pounds. Right? That's my focus. I want to gain 10 pounds of muscle. That's my focus. So then I set it. That's my focus. This is where I'm tracking. And once I know what my focus is, then I can reverse engineer it. And guess what? When I have that focus, when I know this is where I'm going, this creates an emotional experience inside of me. This gives me a big why. This gives me drive. Emotion drives behavior. This shifts my behavior so that I'll get my butt up in the morning and do the work, right? Exercise, get my life, get my body zinging with power. Right? Do the work that's necessary to lose those extra pounds. Do the work that's necessary to gain that extra muscle, to create that energy that I'm looking for. If it's in my relationships, how do I get a relationship to work? Right? If I'm stuck in a relationship that my communication doesn't happen, right? I'm not spending time. I'm not dating my wife. Right? I'm not taking her out on dates. I'm not having that playfulness and that sensuality in my relationship anymore. Well, then my focus needs to change to, I want this in my relationship. Now, with that as my focus, how do I reverse engineer it? And reverse engineering it brings in the next pillar of the code, right? The next piece of the code. But first we have to get focused, because focus drives behavior. If I'm not focused, if I don't know where I'm going, I'm like a sailboat without the sail up and me underneath a cabin. I'm just drifting around, letting whatever the life brings at me slap me all around like a sailboat in the ocean. But if I get focused, my sail's up, my hand's in the rudder, and I see where I'm going. I know where I'm going. And so hopefully this helps, and the next video we'll talk about results in reverse engineering. Thank you.